They said the truth was buried deep in files they tried to burn. David's on the mic now, it's the people's turn. From shadow men in black to creatures in the mist, he's cracking open secrets that the government dismissed. Spooky lights above us, he's tracking every blink. Aliens, cryptids, yeah, he's making you think. With a journal full of clues and a wild-eyed hunch, he's talking ghost towns, lost time, Bigfoot's lunch. Old Dayvid don't know, but he's looking for the code on a long dark road where the weird ones go. Mics stay hot when the stories unfold, digging through the static for the truth untold. From pyramids on Mars to sounds in the night, he's chasing after whispers just beyond the light. Tinfoil hat, nah, it's a crown for the bold. Turn the dial up, these tales don't grow old.
Hey, what's up, guys? Got a paranormal story for you. So this story is from, I wonder if I can say the name. Should I say the name? Zelina, who lives in Corpus Christi, Texas. She has a brand new restaurant, Gulf Coast Kolashi Company in Portland. So you go across the Harbor Bridge, you get there, you go in there, you tell them David sent you from DTRH, and enjoy some delicious kolashis. She's a chef, and I'm sure she does a bang-up job. So go check her out. Here's her story. She says this happened about almost 10 years ago, not that long ago. She lived here in San Antonio, and she was getting ready for the day. Her kids were getting ready for school. She's in her bedroom, and her daughter walks in. Her daughter's about 8 or 9, I believe, at this time. And so her daughter walks in and tells her, "Mom, who's that little boy in the closet?" And Zelina says, "What?" And she says, "Mom, look in the closet. There's a little boy standing there." And Zelina said, "No, let's go." So she grabs her and they both leave the bedroom. But she says that she totally believed her daughter that there was a little boy in the closet. And I asked her if she had any other experiences. Was there did she know if anyone had died in that house? If perhaps she had more experiences in the bedroom, in the closet even. She said no, but she was 100% certain that her daughter saw a little boy in the closet. And she even said, "I think I heard a noise when she said that in the closet," which prompted me to leave the room. Okay, guys, that is the paranormal story I have for today. I'm going to interview Andy DeCodes, also known as Andy Booth. He's the host of Alien8UK. He has like 15 or 16 podcasts. So let's get started. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. It's David from Down the Rabbit Hole, and you're listening to Dayvid Don't Know. I'm bleeding here. I don't know why. I just went out to grab a sandwich real quick, and Angie says, "You're bleeding." I said, "What?" And she's not lying. Look at that. I don't know how I got that. I just came off of Alien8UK, the Cryptid Hour, with my buddy Andy DeCodes, and guess who's going to be on the show tonight? That's right, Andy DeCodes from Alien8UK. I'm going to bring him out right now. Welcome, Andy DeCodes.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Oh, such a pleasure to have you here, sir. Thank you for joining me.
Oh, thank you for the invite. It's been a while.
Yes, we just recorded. And if you guys listen, today is, let's see, the date for today on this drop is going to be April 23rd. But today is actually February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. Yes. And we recorded on the Cryptid Hour just minutes ago where we talked about mermaid unicorns.
and pterodactyls and dinosaurs.
Pterodactyls and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, it just And then
It's always a good time. Andy does his shows live. Andy has, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm probably going to be wrong, 14 different podcasts. Am I wrong? Is it 15 now?
Might be 15 now.
Good
There's a
God.
one with Michelle. So yeah.
Good God, sir.
Good. And I work full time and I have a life. And
How? How are you?
Editing.
I thought I did a lot. Jesus Christ.
It just works. It just works. So.
Wow, man. Let me ask you.
Go.
No, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
I was going to say, because now I have a structure and formation, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm not just winging it now. I actually know what I'm doing. 5 years of winging it, I've got to the point of a bit of knowledge, excuse me. And I just know, and ChatGPT makes life so much easier.
Yeah, it does.
For a researcher, video editor, digital creator, all of the above. You're not sat at a desk for hours creating a thumbnail. You can create a thumbnail in 10 seconds, but if you want people to watch you need something that's gonna be eye-catching, attractive, should we say.
So people out there, do not adjust your YouTube or your podcast. Andy's English. Okay, so that's what you're hearing. So, Casey, let me ask you, did you say you use ChatGPT to edit your videos?
No, so I use ChatGPT for all my research. Only because when it first came out, it was all right to get into and that, but it gets updated on a daily. So it's constantly updating. So if I put in as you know, stuff that we've talked about on my podcast, the most obscure things you can ever think of, and you'll see it goes like searching Reddit, searching this, searching that. Then it'll pop up and it'll say, unable to find it, try different search term. And then it will load 3 or 4 different search terms for looking for that one thing. And then it will search every feasible website that it can to find any information on it. And it could take anything from, like when we did Geometric Man the other week.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to come back with anything. And it takes anything between 30 seconds and 5 minutes. And it's probably about 3.5 minutes, and it came back with what it came back with. It wasn't a lot, but it was enough to do an hour's show.
Yeah, I remember when we did that show. Was that 3 weeks ago now? And
a couple weeks ago.
Or 2 weeks ago. But I typed that into Google and got absolutely zero. Yeah, exactly. And it was like trying to tell me the geometric mean, or you're trying. What are you asking? Like it's like I'm the idiot, right?
Yeah, it's like you spelt it wrong. But this is the thing. So, because I pay for AI, because I use it that much. If I didn't, I'd be like 10 weeks behind on everything. Right. So I pay for that. I pay for Grok. So I do me video. So I create me image using ChatGPT, and then I create the animated version of that image on Grok. Sometimes I'll just put it in if I'm feeling lazy and see what Grok you can't really do it on chat. It needs to know what you want. So on Grok, I'll put it in and see with the image that I put in, it picks up on what is in the image. So what even the little bits of detail, say like cloud, water, mountains, trees, animals, whatever it is, and it'll pick up and it'll make them do what they would do in a natural real life scenario. But then I've can you make it a little bit evil? Can you make it demonic? Can you have the sky collapse? Can you have the ground open up? Whatever it is I'm looking for. And it might take 3 or 4 attempts to get them bang on. So then I've got the images. I then have a multiple of 10-second videos. And then you need to create a story to put them 10-second videos together, something that you want. So it's all right if you've not got the creativity to do all that, yet AI is easy to use. You can get anything you want. So you get these people that just have them like, my main thing is aliens encrypted. So you could have someone dancing down the street with aliens behind them in a UFO. That's how I started doing it. But then you want the detail. You want it to stand out. You want it to look better than anybody else's. Or what's the point of doing it if you want it to blend in? You don't want to blend in. You want to stand out. You want people to watch it. It'd be nicer for people to watch it. So you add that little bit of detail, and every single video I create, I put a little bit of myself in that, not in a like physical way, not like cut a bit of blood and drip it on the screen. It's not.
I hope not. Yeah, that would not be
shit going on.
Exactly. We don't need any AI babies out there.
So I put what I think. I put in what I like, and then you have to think about what would other people want as well. Just because I want to watch it, would other people want to watch it? But then because of the genre and topics that we cover, I'm kind of like classing it as, well, yeah, because we're all on the same, or the majority are all on the same, what's it called? Not timeline, on the same page. Yeah. But then I'll add that little bit more detail into it. So it's created. But then you've got all these 10-second video clips. Like I said, you need to then put them together. And then it's the correct transition from one to the next. Because the software I use is probably 50, 60 different transitions to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably use 10. Within 10 on any one video. And then if it doesn't have sound effects on it, it's getting that sound effect, and it's getting the right tone in that sound effect.
Okay.
Getting it in the right place. Then it's adding the music to it, the right type of music. It's not just, and then you've got effects, you've got AI effects, you've got filters. So the ones that I use on my intro and outro, there's no filters, there's no effects on that.
No filters?
No filters.
No filters whatsoever.
I did have when I first started, just to make it look a little bit better. It just gives you that bit of an edge. But now I know how the AI and everything works. I get it, and I thought, no, I just want it as clean and as pure as it can, and it's just solid right the way through. There is a little bit of there's one little bit that glitches, but that's because of the transition I use. So it's like it goes pixelated, but and then I remembered it's a pixelated transition from one screen to the next. So it's just.
If you haven't seen what he's talking about, you should definitely go to Alien8UK on YouTube and check it out. He's got his intro, which I think is one of the best intros as far as music and visuals together that I've ever seen. It's one of the reasons why I agreed to be a co-host on his show, and now I'm a co-host on 2 of his 15 shows. 2 of his 15 freaking he's got 15 shows, man. What the hell? Okay. And I just found out not even 20 minutes ago that he has done 2 24-hour straight live shows.
Yeah.
And that
I thought you knew.
That blows my mind, man.
Yeah. Yeah. The first 7 hours it went pretty quick, and then in the middle it just slowed down. But as I was saying to you, I've been awake since near enough 5 a.m. that morning. So it wasn't just me getting up, doing a 24-hour, then going straight back to sleep again.
Well, that would have been the ideal way to do it, no?
Yeah. So I'd got up, done days work, driving around 300 miles over an 8-hour period, came back, did pick the missus up from work, eat dinner, go shopping, do what we need to, come back, then do a 24-hour stream.
God, that's insane, man.
Yeah. I didn't look at that at the.
What did you do at the end when the first time you did it and then you were done? Did you go directly to bed or what did you do?
No, I sat at the computer and I'm like, wow. And you're taking it all in. You're looking at all the different guests you've got. I guests on from around the world. obviously mainly the US and the UK, and Australia. I think Joe was on from Norway. There's about 4 or 5 different countries of people that was on. Ireland, Scotland.
How many guests did you have? Don't tell me you had 24.
Oh no, it was about 38.
Good God! How did you do it? I don't know.
It started off with like 1 guest an hour, and then it's like, I want to bring it up a bit. So a guest had come on. I'm like, right, this guest would be good with this person. Would be good with this person. Right, let's keep them on. And then at one point, I was like, right, let's do the full 10 people on a screen at once. There was me. Nicole wasn't on at this part. I think Tommy had come on, and 8 other guests. Preston Dennett, as you know, from East Coast of the US. George Mitrovic, who's in New South Wales. I think there's Mark Anderson, who's up in Scotland. Vincent Richardson, he's Chicago way, I think. I should know where all these people live. But I'm not a geographic memory map. There were people from all over the place. UK, I said mainly UK, US.
Dude, that is a logistical nightmare that you were able to pull off.
Do you know it was so easy?
Really?
I honestly thought the hardest bit was to get people on and the timing of getting people on. So initially, each person had a 1-hour slot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So first one was 8:30 till 9:30, and then to cut the half-hour mark because I thought that's going to be a pain in my ass all the way through.
Yeah.
The next person, they'd stay on for that half an hour. So then the next person would come. So they'd do 8:30 till 9:30, and then they'd stay on to like an hour and a half. So then it'd take the next one up till 11. Then it's 11 till 12, 12 till 1, 1 till 2. And that cut the half hour out. And then the last half hour was just me, Nicole, and whoever else just chatting, like doing a recap.
That's insane.
And and I thought the hardest bit is getting guests to come on. I kid you not, right? I thought about this, say, on a Tuesday evening, yeah. By 6 o'clock the next afternoon, 6 p.m.
Yeah,
every single guest booked in and time-stamped.
Jeez.
And I thought that was going to be the difficult part. And out of all that, there was 2 people who couldn't get on, but I had standbys as well. And I had people that would come on and help co-host. So then I could I'd still host, but I'd just sit back a bit and just take it in and have that, not so much a power nap, but I'd be able to have a break because don't forget, Dave, I do not write anything down.
Yeah.
I've got post-it notes, empty, full book of empty post-it notes. I've got 1 post-it note in front of me, and that's for next week when we do the one with Michelle. And I'm not writing anything down, and I'm remembering, and then afterwards I'm editing all this and putting who's on at what time as well. And I did all that before I went to sleep.
Jesus.
And just under 42 hours I was awake.
Wow.
And
you edited that 24-hour episode? You edited it?
Oh, this was live as well.
Yeah, I know it was live. I'm saying, and you went and did an edit on it?
I did all the text, the writing, and put it out, and I did the we had the cards at the end, and we do all the clicks at the end on YouTube Studio,
right?
Where you put in take to the next video,
okay, yes.
So I had to do that in number sequence.
You are insane, sir, and you did it twice.
Did it twice.
Jesus.
And I was saying to you and Nicole before, we did the 10-hour one. That was so difficult. That was so much more difficult.
That was harder than the 24-hour one?
It was more hard than the 24 put together. And we only had 5 guests. We had 5 guests, each guest for around about 2 hours. It didn't matter if they dropped off before or stayed on a little bit longer, because we had enough topics to cover it. But I know I've just had a ping in my head now. I know exactly how I'm going to do the next 24-hour one.
Holy shit!
That's what
I don't think I can do it.
It's just
I don't think I can do it. And you're a year younger than me, so I don't know. I don't know where you get the energy for that.
Don't know.
I'll say this though: do you find are you addicted to podcasting? Because I'm finding that when I have a week where I'm not doing any podcasts, I'm like I need my fix, man. What's going on? I need to get back on, or I feel like, hey, let's do a live again. You know, Andy, let me get on your craziness.
It's a good addiction to have. It's better than what a lot of people have.
True.
I'll go like smoking, drinking, drugs, all that kind of stuff. This is it's like going to the gym. It's a good addiction. It's good for the mind. It's good for the body. And if you've got that creativeness about you, because I did art from being the tiniest kid I could ever imagine. I did art at school and college. Did art, art history, photography, BTEC at college. I was always drawing, taking photographs, creating stuff. I was more doing like the collages than drawing. I can draw. I prefer to do a bit more creative about it than drawing what you see in front of me.
A lot of podcasters I think are creative. You know, they have creative.
You've got to be.
Yeah, because if you're not and you're doing podcasting, god damn, son, who wants to listen to that? Holy shit.
This is the other thing. So I've noticed this. So before I started doing the video editing, I just started doing podcasting. Did I ever tell you how it first started?
No.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
Oh shit, bring it on, big dog.
So lockdown, yeah.
Okay.
Bored, just completely we couldn't go out, we couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything. It was the same in the UK as it was in the US. Halloween. The best time to be alive is Halloween. Don't care. If you're into this, Halloween is...
Then you know. If you know, you know.
You weren't allowed to go out trick-or-treating. And like the kids, and even adults, I'd go out trick-or-treating. I wouldn't go on my own because that's just creepy. That's just weird shit. But you know what I mean, though.
Yeah,
we'd have all the decorations up at the front of the house. We'd have this bowl of sweets ready, like the candy and that for the kids and what have you. So I was like, I'm bored. So I sat there on my phone. I had an Android phone. I don't use Android anymore, but anyway, I created a website on Wix. I created a Facebook page because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know page group, and I got some insight from one person who knew somebody else had done one. That was it. That was the only information I got. I then didn't know anything about YouTube, didn't know that once you log into YouTube, you automatically have a YouTube channel.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did all this. So my intention was, right, going to go out, just going to go different places that look creepy, that not even significantly have anything paranormal about them. I was just going to go out and film, and if I got something, I got something. I didn't. Just me walking around with whoever, whether it's day or night. Did that. So I was doing it on Facebook Live. And then it's like, yeah, a little bit. Then I'd gone on a couple of shows. I'm not going to name the people. That was all right. And then it's like, you know when you just get a taste for something? So I created these 2020, 31st of October. Yeah. Didn't do anything with it until I think it was March 2021. So 5 months later before I did anything. And then I built it up and just kept going. I'd go out investigating. And then, a long story short, I'd go out investigating, go to different places, get a few different things. I've always had paranormal stuff going on, but I was out in Leeds speaking at a conference a few months back, and halfway through, I was doing a nighttime investigation, was staying over at the place. I just thought, no, it's not for me anymore. I'm not, no offense, but I'm not interested in paranormal, i.e. ghosts and spirits. That's not my thing. My thing, always has been UFOs and cryptids. They're my two biggest passions.
Right. Well, that's why you have the cryptid hour.
Normal. Yeah.
We just recorded not an hour ago. So
Yes.
With
Yes.
Nicole.
Well over an hour.
Chivatoni.
Yeah. So, hey, yes, that's the one. And she's my first co-host. She was known as the cat bar lady before I could pronounce her name.
You know how I learned it? I think we talked about it when I recorded with her. Rice-A-Roni. Chivatoni. Rice-A-Roni. Every time I want to say her name, now I think Rice-A-Roni. Chivatoni.
Yes. Yeah, so created all that, and then I jumped onto YouTube. Didn't know how to use it. A good friend, not spoke to him for a while. He kind of gone AWOL. I called Ryan that lived in Leicester. He told me how YouTube worked, how to render, how to upload, about copyright, non-copyright, just all the background stuff that no one ever tells you about that you have to learn on your own or you pay to do classes. So doing that for 5 years, 5 years of learning how to podcast, 5 years of learning how to YouTube, 5 years of interviewing people, 5 years of research, and 5 years learning different types of software to create images and do video editing.
Yeah.
So now
yes.
I've got the software. I still use other software, like I was jumping back to the very beginning, to put all these videos together. You got all the different overlays. So there's 2 or 3 different movie making apps and software that I use to do that. And yes, you can get the free version, but that's like going to dollar store and buying, I don't know, an Xbox at dollar store. You're gonna get what you pay for, rather than going to Amazon or where there are other places that are able to purchase these things. But if you put the money into it, you get more out of it.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. You don't get anything for nothing.
And you're pretty much now, you're like a professional because you have over 2,000 followers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Whenever we do a live, I look at who's watching, and it's a ton of freaking people are watching.
It's gone from about, it was stuck around 50, 60 mark per show for years. Then it jumped to in the like 100, 120, stayed there for a bit, then it dropped back down last summer. But I wasn't doing as many during the summer. We stopped doing Wednesdays because I was doing a lot more traveling. I'd been over to the US. I was doing conferences, conventions. I was traveling all around the UK. I was going out doing paranormal road trips. I was meeting up with people to go different locations to do investigations. Rendlesham, Cannock Chase, Manchester, Leeds. I was over in Gettysburg for 5 days last summer. And, you know, so it's like I cannot fit all that in, as well as work full time, have a family life, a social life, and everything else. So something has to give.
Right.
So I did all that last year. So now this year, I'm at the point now where I know exactly what I'm doing. I've met the people that I'd wanted to meet. It's like Nicole would be 3 years in October. She'll have been co-hosting. And when she was known as Cat Bar Lady, a guy called Alessandra Riga put us in contact. She also put me in contact with Tommy. So she came on the show. She'd not long since been with Full Moon Paranormal, and she had cat balls around her. So I was like, that's Cat Bar Lady. You get a nickname straight away.
How did you meet Nicole?
Just through Al. So Al introduced me to her. He put us in the chat together. So I got her on the show as a guest. And then she came on with the rest of the team. And that was the night when she said, like, and now got some big news to tell you. I'm now the new co-host of, at the time it was called, what was my show called, David? Codes of the Unknown.
Yes.
It was either Codes of the Unknown or the 12th Dimension. I can't remember.
Ooh, I like that name, 12th Edge.
And
That's
then I changed it to Andy DeCodes because I wanted to keep the codes bit in there. And yeah, so that's why.
Well, that name is basically how I came to know you, was Andy DeCodes. I thought, damn, son, why didn't I think of that name?
Yes, yeah, I remember you saying that to me.
Yeah, I told you. I was like, man, that is a good name. I like that. Holy shit. I wish I would have thought of that first.
Yeah.
And your name's actually Booth, correct? That's your last name?
Correct.
Booth.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes,
I use
like
both. It's
yeah.
because I wanted to get out there. Decodes, like as you said,
Mhm.
it was a pickup. It was eye catching.
Absolutely.
People was like noticing. It's like, oh, Decodes, Decodes. Nicole thought my name was Decodes.
Really?
There's a ton of people that did not know because I just changed it to Decodes. I only use Facebook, Instagram, and now back on X. And I was using Decodes on all of them.
Yeah.
I had a private Facebook that was Amy Booth. That was family. That was like Christmases, birthdays, parties, holidays,
right.
all that. The stuff that you want to keep private. But with that now, we do that on the missus' account, and then I just take photos, and I've got them for personal things anyway. I just don't upload anything to thingy as showing everyone what I'm doing all the time. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to keep it separate. Like I think everyone should do that, regardless of what you're doing.
Yeah. I didn't give out my last name. I still don't. But people find out what it is, and I'll go on a show and they'll introduce me with my last name. And I'm like, what the hell? He always catches me off guard. How did you find out my name? Well, of course, it's out there. They're going to find it. Right? I was like, Decodes, damn it. Son of a motherfucking Jesus.
Sorry, David.
No, it's cool, man. I really like the name. That's what you jumped on my radar with that name. And that's good. You need to have something like that that people will remember, right?
Yeah. Well, that's why I use both. But then, that's pretty much it. And then with the alien in the jar behind me, and then I got the tattoo, created the logo, got the tattoo. And crap my elbow on my microphone.
Hey, man, did you find that alien, or is that just a prop?
No. So
bring it up.
So.
Sorry for those who are just listening, but there is a jar he's showing right now.
I'll try and do it where there's no light.
It's a freaking alien in the jar. He's showing us the back. There's a spinal cord. You can see it. There's a butt. Gross. That's gross. Whatever that is. I don't know what that is. But you can see hands. You can see feet. And the bulbous head is discolored. It's like, dude, it almost looks reptilian. But it's not. It's like a baby gray, kind of. So
the story is, Baby with a Laser, one of my moderators on the YouTube channel. I've not met him. So he's from Manchester, where I'm from. He's only like 20 minutes away from where I grew up. He's like the other side of the Manchester airport. And he messaged me and said, I've got this thing. He sent me a picture. I'm like, oh. I went, how much? He went, make me an offer. So I made him an offer. He's like, yours. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow.
This is so cool. But my car was knackered. I needed bearings. It needed a service. It was like, I wasn't driving 150 miles to go and get that in the condition that the car was in at the time. So I'm like, right. So I messaged my mate's mechanic and he goes, yeah, I can sort it. He checked it out. He went, it's just a bearing. I'll do your quick oil change. X amount. I went, perfect. I've got that spare. So he did it. That was in midweek. I'd booked some days off work. That weekend, I drove up to Manchester, straight to his house. It didn't go anywhere, just from my house straight to his house. No detour, nothing. I'm like, I'm getting this thing. And I got in his house. I'm just sat there. And he's like, and he said to me, he went, your face when you seen it, you were just mesmerized.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my God. And I give him the money to make sure it was mine. and I just could not stop looking at it. It's just, and that was it. It became Alien in the Jar, and that's where it became Alien8.UK. Alien8UK. I bought the domain to it. I got the website. I've not done anything with the website because running a website and doing everything else is far too much time. I just I do the cheap version. I use Facebook to advertise, YouTube. I've got like 4,500 followers on Facebook. Start using Instagram through chatting with you and Abby. So I just Facebook, Instagram, and then literally the last night I re-downloaded X because I used Grok quite a lot. The two go hand in hand. So and that was it, and that's where I am now with everything I'm doing. But I'm not because of the research. I'm not having to spend hours looking through books, reading newspaper articles, searching the net for when we're talking about certain things. I always have ChatGPT open, and I'll put some stuff in it. It's like, yeah, you're talking rubbish, Andy. What? There's not even a thing. You know, if it's not an actual thing. But then when you search stuff, it goes, "Oh, I found this. Do you want to dig a little bit deeper?"
Yeah,
it's like having a PA. That's
true.
what it is. That's literally what it is. But I can, because with the job that I do, and it's all voice activated, I can do it during the day, and you don't have to save anything. Because if you have an account, it stores it unless you delete it. It does not delete anything unless you have to physically click on it, delete, confirm delete, and then delete again. That's how mine's set up, just in case.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah. So
I want to ask you about so I was the second show I've ever been invited to be a guest on was called Let's Get Freaky.
Yeah.
With Tommy Cullum and my other buddy Kevin. I don't know if you know Kevin Sapiel Jr. He's the host of Where the Weird Ones Are, and that's another show. That was my third one.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted, like, I caught his show, and I was like, you know, he's interviewing a lot of my friends. I want to be on his show, but Tommy got me first, and he's like, I don't know how he got a hold of me, but he's like, hey man, I have a podcast. I'd love for you to be on. And I was like, yeah. I actually, the second, like I said, is the second one, and I was not comfortable doing podcasts at all. I was, I'm not an extrovert. I'm a very, very introverted. And I was like, yeah, I'll try it. Right. And Tommy made me feel so comfortable on his show. He was just so cool. And it was very, like, it was like you're talking to your best pal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's really good at that. I don't know how he does it.
Well, see, I let you into a little secret now. So Tommy's really, so I've done pre-records. I don't enjoy them as much as the live, because I love the interaction with the people in the chat, and what you say, it's there. If you say something that you didn't want to say, you should have said it in the first. This stuff I've said, I'm like, I said that. I think too late now. I'm too lazy to edit it because I'm not. I've just got so much more going on. I just don't have the time. But I was speaking to Tom. I've known Tommy 3, maybe possibly going on for 4 years now, even. And he said, he goes, he felt a bit uneasy doing a live because all he ever did was pre-records.
Right.
He pre-record all of his. I'm like, I don't mind. Like, this is pre-recorded, so it's easy. But I don't see it as a pre-record. I see it as doing a live. I see it, you're not going to do any editing on this. You're just going to put this out exactly as it is. Yeah. But I've had so many guests come on and go, it's the first time I've done a live. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's a walk in the park. Yeah. Nothing to worry about. Unless I mess up, then don't bother. But like you, I'm an introvert. I'm not extrovert at all.
Really? That's hard to tell because you seem pretty, lively on your show. You're out there. You're talking to people. You're mixing it up.
When I was doing it, I had a female from the UK that used to co-host with me, and then she decided didn't want to do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, fair enough. And then it's like, right, I need to push myself out my next comfort zone. I need to interview people on my own and do it live. I'm not going to hide behind the backup of editing or anything like that. I know I need to do this to be the person that I want to be.
Right.
So started doing it. It's like, yeah, I'm like loving it. And you used to get really nervous to the point where it's like, I don't think you can do it. And my stomach's going and
Really, dude?
my ass is going.
What?
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. And in my head, I'm like, just trying to not have this massive meltdown before every single shot. And I'm only doing one a week at this point. I'm just doing, I think it's Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tried different days of the week up until getting one where it was easy to do. I thought, right, if I do Friday, I can chill. I don't have to be up for work early. I only work Monday to Friday. I don't work weekends, don't work evenings.
Right.
It's easier for me. It's just like, it's not 9 to 5, but it's your basic 9 to 5 job. It's job and finish. So I thought, right, so do Friday. Then if I have fancy alcoholic drink on a Friday night, it doesn't matter because I'm not having to, because I drive for a living. So I'm not having to get up and drive anywhere early hours of the morning.
Right.
So it became the Friday. And then, as I said, got really nervous. But then it went from being really nervous to getting really bored. I was getting bored of it just being me.
Mm.
And I say, if I'm feeling that, then surely I'm going to be putting that energy out, and the people watching or the guests that are coming on are going to be picking up on that vibe as well. And I don't want to do that to them because it isn't them, it's me. And I just need that other person to bounce off. And then I've got to the point where I don't get nervous. Even though I claim to be an introvert, which I think I am, I don't get nervous at all now doing any podcasts. Whether it's live, pre-recorded, I just sit here, open my mouth and chat, and that's it. But I like that because what was nerves is now excitement. I can put that in as that. What did you call it? I said about I don't get nervous, and you were. Oh, I said I got nervous, and you said, "Oh, I thought so." It was.
Yeah, the only show I ever got nervous for was Tommy's show, and that was the second show I ever did. And that's because when he asked me to do it, I didn't listen to podcasts. And so when he asked me to do it, I said, I was telling some friends I'm going to be doing, and he goes, "Let's Get Freaky. You're going to be on Let's Get Freaky." They were like, it's like a big show, man. People listen to Let's Get Freaky. I was like, oh shit, really? Oh no, I'm going to be on a show. I got freaked out a little bit. But he put me at such ease, like from the get-go. I was like comfortable because he's really good. Oh, he's got some sort of ability where he gets you comfortable to talk to. He's getting you on a relaxed state, and everything was just very smooth. I really appreciated that.
It's only the last 12 months that I've not got nervous. I don't mean I just start getting nervous overnight. It's like the first 4 years, I was like, I used to have to meditate for like half an hour prior to doing a show.
Respect.
Yeah. So now it's like I just put a bit of isochronic tones on and chill. I chill for a bit, get ready. I prep myself. I don't have to worry about the nerves anymore. And even when I end up doing it on my own, like I did last Wednesday when Nicole couldn't get on, like last minute could not get on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, right, I need to do this. I need to do it on my own. I have nothing. Because what we was going to talk about, we was going to be bouncing off each other. We was doing a recap on Encyclopedia of the Unknown from A to F and all the different topics of them letters that we've covered. So I couldn't do that because I did one letter A, she did another letter A. So I did alien abduction, she did apparitions. B, I did Bigfoot, she did Bermuda Triangle. C, she did all the clairvoyance and that. I did Chupacabra. So I couldn't have a backwards forwards conversation about them, just me. Right. So it's like I have nothing, no plan B. I had plan A. Period. That was it.
What did you end up doing?
Sat chatting for an hour, and I had no idea how I did it, and I was pretty impressed with myself afterwards. It's like, wow, I actually did it. And people in the chat were saying it was a really good show. So
that's great, man. I know. I'll give you this. I credit you now because I have a show that by now is out. That's called Deeper Down the Rabbit Hole. It's going to be a show with multiple people on it, and we're going to discuss one topic that's going to have different layers to it. And I didn't know if I could do something like I know I can interview somebody. I have no problem with that. That's actually one of my strengths, is talking to someone and interviewing them. But having multiple people at the same time, I didn't know if I could do that. And then being on your show,
that's easier.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, this is how it's like. All right.
Yeah.
I've done one other show with Jen from PNL, and so she had a ridiculous amount of people.
Brian Bowden was it?
Yes, he was. I was a co-host. Brian Bowden was a co-host.
Tommy was on. There's like 25.
Tommy was
I
on,
couldn't get on because of the time.
Yeah,
it was like 11 p.m. and I'm up for work at 6 a.m. Like 7 hours later, and that was the time it was starting. I would have got like 3 hours sleep.
So it hasn't. I know it's already out now because we're recording in February, and I'm recording this episode in 2 days, whatever it is, on Tuesday, and it's already out now. But I remember thinking, I don't know if I can handle that. That's a lot of people. I'm gonna have to regulate, whatever. And but because of you, and I thank you for this,
thank you.
Figured out how to do that. Now I feel like I can totally do this, absolutely within my repertoire. So I can. I'm looking forward to doing more of those episodes. I want to do at least 12 a year.
Yeah.
And so
it's just learning and picking up stuff that you wouldn't normally do. You do have to step out your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And it's just it's not even the research. It's when you do it live, it's the people in the chat that make it so much different than, because I used to do them and then I'd put them out as a podcast. I used Podbean, and I did too, because I do one with the missus called That I'm in Her Podcast, where we just chat about anything. And when I say anything, I mean anything. Right? So I was putting them out and they was getting hundreds and reviews, but I was like, the money that I was paying into that, it's like, no, I need to concentrate on one platform. I need to put all time, dedication, money, everything into that, because I need to build up on one and not have 3 or 4 smaller things going on. I just wanted one where I can come, sit down and just open. Right, let's go. And that's it.
And what I like is that you have people that aren't just people that, I mean, it's nice because we get people that just jump into the show while you're on, while Alien8UK is going, and there's new people. And I'm like, oh, I've never seen this person before. That's cool. But Baby with a Laser is always there. Blaze is always there. Midwest. There's a whole bunch of people that just show up, and it's like, wow, they love the show, man, because they're always
Sober Carpon. He's not missed one yet. He's not from day one, very first one. He's not missed any.
Great people, man. They're great, very supportive. I like that. It's really interesting to me.
And the good thing, a lot of them I do go out and meet up with, and we go out and investigate with them. And
really,
that's
awesome. That's awesome, bro.
That's what I mean. So, like, Baby Laser, I bought the Alien in Jar off him. Drew Hollins, I've met him up at Bempton when we're meeting up with Paul Sinclair and that. Simon Riley that comes in the chat, a few others, and and it's nice to meet up with the people that are supporting what you do because of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of people, it's like you meet them and blah, blah, blah. But it's like when I came over to the US, I met up with Nicole's husband. They picked me up from the airport, JFK.
Really?
So I flew to JFK and we drove 5-6 hours to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So then I met up with Ron Lardes from that used to do Staticom. They do the digital sounds experiment now. Frankie Deo and his paranormal partner Anthony. They both run it together. I met Sir Brian Bowden, who was outside drinking, dancing, Anthony Simonelli, Jenny Colucci. They're all Italian names. It doesn't help. Just a whole rock of people. Even the guy who did my... So I'll show you the tattoo that I got. I don't know if you can see that. So that's the tattoo that I can get his birth. Yeah.
Nice.
Even the guy who's done that, I'm still in contact with.
Wow.
I'm trying to get him to come over to the UK to do a conference over here. And then
That's awesome, man.
Tattooing. So, yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah, I would love to go to the UK. That's one of the bucket list items that I have.
Come on.
Yeah, man. I definitely want to go meet you, meet Liam, meet Tommy.
Yeah,
Michelle, all the greats in the UK. That'll be awesome. That's going to happen.
Yeah,
sure.
But it's like I met Abby as well. It was on whenever she was on.
Yeah,
So
her episode dropped off Thursday. Yeah.
We went to an event last May, bank holiday in the UK, and then we're going to another event run by the same people this Friday coming, which is a movie documentary premiere. So there's a lot of people from the US that are coming over. There's Ronnie LeBlanc, there's RPG from Expedition Bigfoot. I'm not sure if Gwendolyn Pissau is going to be there. She was there the last time. There's a few others. There's a guy who I'm interviewing on Tuesday called
Paul. Am I thinking the wrong one? You mentioned him.
Greg Olgers.
Oh, yeah.
He does Relic TV and film stuff. They do a lot of cryptid Bigfoot stuff. He was going to be coming over. He can't make it. He's got other things going on. But part of his team are going to come over. So I'm now friends with them. And then we're going to meet up. I'm going to give him some merch, give them some merch to take over. And we're going to have a chat, hopefully get to interview him. And yeah, so it's a network and it's getting to know people and doing all different things.
I notice every time I do a show with you, my YouTube grows.
Really?
Yeah, which is interesting because I know that Blazer throws out my YouTube every like so often out there.
He's good at putting the links.
He's really good at that, and I really appreciate the work that he's doing because I go and I check. I wonder, and I get like anywhere from 5 to 10 every episode, and it's like I've been doing this for 4 weeks now, and I've gone up over 100 because YouTube is not. I was not that much invested until I started doing this show. And now, I'm at like 700. I don't know where I'm at, but I'm getting closer to the 1,000 I need to get to the next level.
I was at about 100 for about 8 months, but I didn't use it for the first 4 or 5. So
okay,
I'm going to stick to that story. But it's difficult. It's because no one said that you have to create your own thumbnail. You've got to do a different thumbnail each show you do. And I was just using the same thumbnail, just changing the name on it. Yeah. I wasn't even using thumbnails. I was using a still from the footage and using that. Don't go back and watch any of the early stuff because it's shocking. It's awful.
There's people out there saying that you have to use a similar, like if you have a podcast or you have something that's reoccurring, you have to use one that's so what I do is I have my logo or whatever on one side and I'll have your face on the other side, and in the middle will be your logo, and then it's a title and the title. And so they say if you're consistent like that, it people will notice it, recognize it, and actually check it out.
Well, I've kind of cheated on that. So I don't have guests coming on now. Now and again we do. Like we've got Greg coming on, but Greg's coming on because he was supposed to be going to this event and his team is still going to the event. So that's why Greg's coming on. The guy who's coming on tomorrow night's show, the UFO Files. Yeah. He's the guy that I work with. So I spoke to him about all the stuff that he's had going on. So it's like, we need to get you on the show. So doing that. And so on and so on. So we're not, any guests that come on are either people I have met in person, people I know, or previous guests that have been on the show that we get on with that are got the same level of weirdness as what we have.
Hey man, how did you excuse me, how did you meet Abby? How'd that come about?
So we was going to this. I was going to this Bigfoot event last May down in Somerset, and I've got an estate car, so I've got the equivalent to Focus Edge in the US, Ford Focus Edge. So I'm in this little tiny car park with big concrete boulders stopping you getting on this kids' play park at the back.
Right.
There's no car park spaces, so I'm trying to reverse up to this A gate without hitting the other cars, without hitting this concrete post and the metal gate. And I see this car coming towards me. And I'm like, you better not be trying to get... I can see who's coming to where I'm trying to park up. So I'm in this long car, little tiny space, and I'm trying to shimmy it round so I don't hit anything, but leave enough room so I can get out and another car can park up.
Right.
And this car's coming over, and it's like, and I didn't know at the time. Abby pulled up, and it's like she went, "Oh," she went, "Are you here for the event?" I went, "Yeah." And just like, there's nowhere to park. I was trying to move over so I can get out and other people can get in. She was, "Oh, it's right if I park there." Then that was it.
That's it, huh?
We just started chatting from there, and then she explained what she does. I explained what I do, and I said, "At some point, we need to work together." And then that was May, July, August. 6 months later, yeah.
She's very, very interesting. She's
Yes.
I found her, not just a very good looking woman, but she's very interesting. She's all about I liked her spiritual side. She talks a lot about that stuff. It's very fascinating to me, and she brings that little extra. So I was like, okay, I didn't know her. I didn't know Nicole. I knew Tommy.
Yeah.
And when you said, "Hey, join us," and I was like, okay, so it was going to be us, all of us together. Yeah. But I've only seen Tommy once. Only once.
Wow. You've more chance of seeing Bigfoot. I'm telling you.
Really, man. Ginger Bigfoot. But I love doing the show, man. I thank you so much for asking to be a part of that. It's fun. The people that are on it are great. We always have these guests that come on that are very interesting guests. Yeah. It's a great time, man.
It is. I love doing it. I really do love doing it. Now
I found
more than ever.
I'll say this. I was like, at first I was like, I don't know. I know you had me as a guest once, and I was like, I don't know if I should do this, but I did it, and the next week I was looking forward to it, and then the final, the very next week I was like, it's not Friday yet, man. I can't wait to do this. I want to do this, and I'm like looking forward to Friday for a whole other reason, Yeah. And now we're doing the cryptid hour on Sundays, which is also fun.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I think it's great, bro. I really appreciate you having me on.
Thank you.
I know I bring a little extra weirdness to your show.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's good. So good.
I get a little crazy sometimes, but I just have a good time. I have a great time on that show.
That's what it's about. That is all it's about. Enjoy it, laugh at it.
Yeah.
Because I used to worry about kind of laughing too much about stuff and taking the mickey and what have you, but there's too much going on where everyone's too deadpan, straight face. You take it too serious.
Yes.
We can't control the paranormal. We can't control what's going on.
Nope.
You can try and control what you see with manifestation, but to what you actually get through doing that is something that's completely out of our hands. We don't know what any of this stuff is. We're speculating, we're guessing, we think we might know, and then something will happen and it's like completely knocks you out the water, and it's like, right. Need to start again.
That's why I call this Dayvid Don't Know. I call this show. I originally wanted to call it Down the Rabbit Hole, but it was taken by a lot of different people, and I thought, okay, well, I'll change the name. I don't want to take it seriously either. That's exactly where that's why we get along. And
take the subject serious, that they are the real and they're happening, and people are having these experiences and accounts. I've had God knows how many of my own. Some have been a bit daunting, not like nightmarish, only because I didn't understand at the time what was going on, mainly when I was a kid. But now when I have stuff, it's like, oh, I need to document it. I straight away I'll take the time, the date, the weather conditions, where I am, what I was doing, what was going, the environment, everything that's going on, and then try and logically debunk it. Sometimes I can, a lot of the time I can't. But yeah, still have a laugh doing it.
Absolutely.
Still joke about it because why not?
Yeah. It can be annoying if you don't have a sense of humor about it. What the hell is wrong with you?
Exactly.
You know, it's so anyway. Yeah, that I really enjoy that part of it. I love the camaraderie that we have, all of us together.
Yeah.
You know, we can goof on each other, we can talk about stuff, and you know, another thing I'd like to say is that you guys lean more to the beliefs side of it, right? Like there's things that you've said, I've heard you say that you believe, and to me, I lean more to the scientific side of it, but it doesn't mean that I take everyone's point of view, and I will listen, and I'm not going to, chastise you for whatever.
No. But like you said, it's good to have different sides,
right?
Coming from different sides, but then when we had the discussion previously on Alien8, I'll put all that into an equation and see, right, well, there's this, and this. But I said I would want this to be real. I didn't say it was real, but it would be. I would like it to be real, but then I'll put it all into a block and see what I'd come out with, whether that's legit or not. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
Hello, that's the name of the show.
Exactly. Andy don't know.
And that's where it came from, baby. I would like to say it was real. I would love to be able to have the proof and say it's real, but you cannot say it's real unless you have that. So it's unexplained, and that's as far as I go.
Yeah.
What you saw is unexplained.
Yeah.
But it's not fake, because it's either that or the other, right? Can't be both.
No.
But all right, Mr. DeCodes, thank you so much for joining me. I have what I like to call the 6 questions. Usually the first 2 questions are specifically for you. The last 4 questions I ask everybody on the show, anyone who joins the show.
Yeah.
So are you ready?
Go. Let's go.
Okay. This is the 6 questions DeCodes style. Starting with number 1. What was the deciding factor that drove you into podcasting?
Because there was just so much going on, and so many people were witnessing stuff, and no one was getting an answer. I wanted to go out, see what I could find, see what answers I could come up with. But also, because I've had encounters from as far back as I can remember, from being 4 years old, I'm now 53, and these encounters are still going on. It is more of a gateway as well for people that are worried about talking about it, about being ridiculed and all that. It's like, don't worry what anyone else says or thinks. It's not about them. This is about you telling people what happened to you. You're not trying to convince anyone it's real. You're telling your story of your life and what you've encountered in that. It's not about convincing people. Whether people believe me or not doesn't matter. That isn't my interest. My interest is, I told you, hopefully other people will come forward. And the more people that come forward, it's more confirmation that these things do actually happen on a larger scale than what we believe or than what we know.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Good answer. Very good answer. I was going to say that I get at the beginning of the show, before you and I come on, I will tell a story because I'm also a driver. I'm a rideshare driver.
Yeah.
I'll tell a story from one of my rideshare riders, and generally I don't ask them if it's real or not. I can tell when they're telling me a story if they believe it happened to them. I can tell that for sure. And there's some that have told me, and I can tell that it's bullshit. But I only tell the ones that I feel like this person experienced this. I'm not going to say it was real or not, or you're fake. That's fake. I'm going to take their story, listen to it, and then I'm going to share it with everybody, and then they can make whatever decision they want to make.
Yeah.
But I get a lot of them very interesting freaking stories, man. And I love paranormal stories. It's my favorite thing. All right, so number 2. You get to ask the creator, and that could be whoever it is, God, Allah, whatever it is, it's your creator, Anunnaki, I don't care. You get to ask the creator one question about anything. What would it be?
Why do we exist?
All right. That's a good question. Why do we exist? I can answer that for you right now.
Go on.
I'll answer it for you as your creator. I'm just kidding. We exist to learn lessons in life and upgrade our souls.
Mm-hmm. Get that.
And I mean, if you want to go a step further, and it's going to sound even more mundane, but we exist to live, and that's it.
Yep. Part of the food chain. Part of
you
the
got
ecosystem. Yeah.
They're lessons to learn, man. The way I look at it is, I do believe in reincarnation. I think that's a real thing. So if you go through this life and then you pass, you'll go to this other realm where there are people there, and they'll help you with trying to figure out, did you learn the lessons in life or not? Did you do the things you needed to do or not? Okay, well, maybe you didn't. Do you need to go back? Right?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it, but that's a good question. I would probably ask that as well. Number 3, Andy DeCodes. How do you want to die?
Ooh, I don't, to be honest.
You don't, huh?
No. Because I don't think... So I believe in the shared consciousness. So I think when our body goes, then you said about reincarnation, we move on to another level, another realm, another plane.
I hear you. So you're
then,
saying your energy, that doesn't die?
No, energy.
Right. Okay. So I respect that, and I agree with you. But let me ask it like this. How do you want your body to die? How do you want the shell to go?
I want to be able to live a long enough life to enjoy it, to see enough of what I want to see, and be with the people that I want to be with, and then I want to be happy that I've done everything I've wanted to do, and then just fade away into the night, like close my eyes and job done.
That's it. Okay, that's good. There's an old saying I always think about that goes, if you could pretend you're 80s, in your 80s or whatever year you're going to die, whatever, how old that is, if you can look at that person and look back at your life, is there anything you didn't do or you regret? Is there anything you know what I'm saying? If you're looking back, you're trying to...
I'd rather do something that I regret doing rather than not do it and regret and never finding out.
Very good. That's a very good answer, sir. Excellent. Second part of that question is, how do you think you'll die?
Don't know. I'll probably slip and snap my neck on a metal bar or something. I don't know. Something so stupid. It won't be just dead. It won't be straightforward, put it that way.
I think that's a good answer, man. That's a good one. Slip and snap your neck. That's hilarious. Number 4.
Yes.
What is the strangest paranormal experience you've ever had, or what's the strangest moment of your life? Because you had quite a few paranormal experiences, my friend.
Yeah. See, this is a strange moment, but it's the moment lasted up until like present day. So I was 22, 23 years old, so about 30 years ago. Been married a couple of years. The missus was out with a mate. They'd gone around the village for a couple of drinks and that. I was at home with the little one. He was only about a year old, maybe. So I'm playing PlayStation. It was then Xbox didn't exist, by the way. So I'm playing I think playing Tekken or Gran Turismo, something like that.
Uh-huh.
And it just wasn't all funny. So I sat on the sofa, and like the inside of my head started to vibrate. Like my brain was just being shaken. Not my body, the inside of my head was shaking. And I just went, oh. And I thought, is this it? Is this like the last thing I'm ever gonna see and do? And then so I just paused the game and sat down, and it's like, I actually feel all right now. So I got up, got something to eat, got a drink, carried on playing, and I think went to bed. I think either just before or just after they came back in. So I think they came back in about 1 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
I had the best night's sleep ever.
What the hell?
It was like some sort of reset. But then it could have been some sort of, looking back, could have been a stroke or something, I don't know. But look, from that point on, I completely changed the way I looked at stuff and how I thought about stuff, and just my whole concept of everything changed.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't talk about that much, but yeah,
that's
a weird one.
That's remarkable, actually. It changed your whole perception.
Yeah.
Your whole viewpoint, your whole that's
because I let people walk over me, but I just didn't care enough.
Yeah.
Whereas then the next day it was like, if you're gonna be a dick, you're gonna find out about being a dick. It was fuck around
and from one day to the next, that and whatever happened in that moment,
it was just there. Yeah. There's no.
That's like a whole personality switch in a millisecond.
It was kind of like still me, but
yeah,
I think a better version of me.
Holy shit! And that's always been now since that moment on. Wow, dude, that's interesting as fuck.
Yeah, different. It's different.
You know, for me, to be who I am today. It took forever, man. It took years and years and years of learning the hard way. If I could have just done it like that, I would. I would save a lot of pain.
At that point, I was still learning.
Yeah,
but I was learning in a different way. It was like, just don't take shit from anyone. You don't get paid enough from anyone or anything to take that amount of crap, regardless.
In my 20s, I was an angry dude. I mentioned this a lot in the podcast.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't take shit from nobody. And people found out. And it was usually not good for them. And but I found that, it gives you more negativity when you do that.
I wasn't angry with it. That's the thing. It was like, I'm still gonna be me. But if you piss me off, you do something like go behind my back or I'm not even asked about people slagging me off behind my back, because that's nothing. It's like, really, is that the best you've got? But when they're going to do something direct to you, it's like, I will find out, and when I find out, you will find out that I now know.
Wow, dude. I love that answer, man. I think that's probably one of the best answers I've ever heard. And I kind of wish I could experience that. That's cool.
At the time, it was...
Can you call? Is there anything? Does that happen to other people? Is there something connected to that? Because that's amazing.
I've never had it since, and I don't ever recall having it prior to that.
I can almost hear like the sound that happened and the wobble in your brain. I can almost hear it, man.
Yeah,
that's great. Okay,
it lasted about 5-6 seconds, and then just stopped. I'm like, I'm having a seizure. I'm dead. What is going on?
And you meditate, right? Did you meditate back then?
No, I had done prior to that. My brother used to get books on it. I used to read them just to learn how to do stuff.
That's cool, man.
I've not done it for a couple of years, but now it's like, for me to meditate, I could just literally just stop talking, just sit here and straight into it.
Go right into it.
Because when I first restarted doing it, it'd take about 30 to 60 minutes to get into the zone. Now, a few handful of seconds, maybe.
I have never heard a story about something like this. This is very new to me and very interesting. And I wonder if there's more, if more people have had this kind of experience. I'm curious.
But this is another one. I never told anyone about it.
No
It
shit.
the need that I had to. I think I spoke about it once on a podcast.
Wow.
A million years ago.
That's awesome, bro. Gosh, that's great. Okay. Question number 5. What's the scariest or weirdest dream you've ever had? I love dreams.
So I was at school and I was dreaming that I was in a war. I think it was World War II. I think it was the English against the Germans. I remember that. And it was out, but all the buildings were like part blown down and that. There's a lot of trees and shrubs and grass and everything. And there's a ice cream van that was on its side, and I was hid in that till these soldiers had gone past and I got out and started shooting at them. That felt so real. Wow.
A war dream. That reminds me of I had a dream right before, was it Operation Desert Storm? I think it was Operation Desert Storm. Before we went into Iraq, I had a dream that I saw 5 different dudes running in the desert. And they were military, U.S. military. One was huge, had a huge gun, and then the 4 regular dudes, and they're running in the desert at night. And I just remember thinking, what the very next morning, we attacked Iraq. And I was like, what the hell? That's weird.
Premonition.
Premonition. I wanted to talk about dreams today. That was one of the subjects I wanted to bring up. Well, I'm just going to have to bring it back. We'll have to talk about it then because there's so many different types of dreams. Premonition is definitely one of them.
Well, I had Well, if you get me on again, I'll tell you the dream that I had. I was very lucid, and I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and had to do something because of that dream.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
for sure. You're coming back.
It was something that I had to physically get my phone out and do, and then go into work and sort stuff out and make sure it was right, and it was. But there's a build up to what's gonna come from that in the future.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we definitely have to have you back now. You just changed the game, man. You altered the future. All right. Question number 6, the last question. Andy DeCodes Booth. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Who?
Yeah. Who the fuck do you think you are, sir?
Well, I thought I was me up until about a month ago.
Okay.
And this comes back into dreams where me and a specific other person, we found out that we've been not having shared dreams, but we're in each other's dreams, and we didn't even know each other at the time.
Oh, wow.
And now it comes to light that I'm in these dreams, I'm dreaming about their family members as well, where they lived, the house they grew up in, how it looked. They've shown me photos. It's like, yes, that is what it looked like in my dream. Sorry, Bruno's barking.
That's okay.
And now there's more to it because this person is a white witch, and they do pendulum work and a lot of other medium psychic stuff, and it's come to light that there is a connection. There's a reason there's a connection, and the connection is something that I've already spoke about earlier on this interview. But I want to bring this person onto mine to talk to him so we can both talk about it at the same time, so we're not identifying what's been going on. So if I say something, then they can jump in and vice versa, and we can work it out that way. So we're going to do that first, and then we can explain all.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about, and I did not know she was a white witch. I have a white witch who's one of my best friends.
Yeah.
Her name's JJ Rose 777, and these people are very unique.
Very tuned in.
Exactly. That's a really good way of saying it. Very tuned in. And yeah, so I know exactly what you're talking about. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And you know, just go ahead, sir.
In my dream, this person's just there, just behind my
right behind you?
No, just out of my
Peripheral?
perspective view.
Yeah.
Peripheral.
Yeah.
And in their dream, there's someone who's just outside theirs. So
Hmm.
we've worked out it is the other person that I'm talking about, and I'm the other person there that's in theirs. Mine's a female, theirs is a male. There is a connection between us. It also goes back to reincarnation. It goes back to probably about 6 different levels, and it makes a massive connection. So when you said, "Who the fuck am I?" I'm now questioning, what am I? Not who.
Interesting. Yeah, so I like to ask that question because it's people who get into arguments or fights or whatever, and they're like, "Who the fuck do you think you are?" kind of thing. But I like to ask that question because I like for people to actually take a look at themselves and say, "Well, this is who I am." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a sociology type of question.
Yeah, I'm me. This is what you get. This is what you get 2 o'clock in the morning. This is what you get 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Doesn't matter what day of the week it is. I'm either more dressed, less dressed, half asleep, more awake. And I'm just 24/7 this. That's it.
Well, Andy, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, sir. I'm thankful for you for inviting me on your stuff. It's been great. I've been having a great time doing it, and I've learned a lot. And I'm honored to have you on the show, bro. Honestly.
Oh, thank you. It's been an honor to be on here. Honestly, it really is.
Well, thanks for joining. That's going to be it, guys. If you find it interesting, then definitely go down that rabbit hole. I'll see you next time.
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
They said the truth was buried deep in files they tried to burn. David's on the mic now, it's the people's turn. From shadow men in black to creatures in the mist, he's cracking open secrets that the government dismissed. Spooky lights above us, he's tracking every blink. Aliens, cryptids, yeah, he's making you think. With a journal full of clues and a wild-eyed hunch, he's talking ghost towns, lost time, Bigfoot's lunch. Old Dayvid don't know, but he's looking for the code on a long dark road where the weird ones go. Mics stay hot when the stories unfold, digging through the static for the truth untold. From pyramids on Mars to sounds in the night, he's chasing after whispers just beyond the light.